The Memphis Grizzlies have finally decided to start trade talks for Ja Morant. Now, in this video, we're going to solely focus on potential trade destinations for Ja Morant. I'm going to break these up into two different categories: team friendly and what's better for Ja. Now, what I mean by team friendly is they're deals that work better for the team, like trading for draft picks or financial security. And usually this comes at the discretion of the player. So if like Ja says, yo, I want to go to the Pistons to pair up with Cade, and they're like, nah, we're gonna trade you to the Pelicans, bro. We're gonna get you to the Pelicans, and we know they trash, but they got draft picks over there, they got money. We can go ahead and secure ourselves for the future. Those type of trades. And the first deal I could think of was the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings currently have the third worst record in the NBA. The only teams that are worse than them are the Pelicans and the Pacers. Now, you guys know the Pacers are a team that's filled with injuries. That's the only reason why they're really bad. They're missing their main guy, their superstar, Halliburton. Then Nembhard has been in and out of the lineup. Neesmith has been in and out of the lineup. Mathurin has been in and out of the lineup. And Obi Toppin hasn't been back in the last 2 months. So they're pretty bad. But that's mainly because they just don't have guys to play. This means that they're in line to secure a top 5 spot at this point. They currently have the worst record in the NBA, meaning they'll be the #1 pick. The Pacers probably are not going to trade. They're probably not going to trade, because why do it? Why? You can just shut your team down, take out your guys like Siakam, rest them a little bit, or hopefully they get injured and you start, sitting those guys down, and next thing you know, woo wop boom, we got the #1 pick, and we can get AJ DeVesta and Cameron Bruiser to pair up with Halliburton for the future. That'd be really insane. So they're probably not trading that pick. And then you got the Pelicans. The Pelicans don't even own their own pick. That pick is actually Atlanta's pick, and the Pelicans are slated to be the #2 seed. So if the season ended right now, the Pelicans by record, not by lottery or how they roll the balls, by record will have the #2 pick, meaning that pick will be going to the Atlanta Hawks. This leaves us with the Kings, which is really not a bad choice considering that the Kings own their own pick. And they're slated to be #3, right? So the trade I thought of was trading DeMar DeRozan and Malik Monk and that first round pick for Ja Morant. Now, it sounds like a lot that the Kings are giving up, but they able to give a DeMar DeRozan's contract, which he has 1 more year. It's technically 2 years if you include this season. So the rest of this year and then next year. The Kings don't want to hold on to that. It was bad when they signed him in the first place. He didn't fit on the team. And then they traded De'Aaron Fox away for Zach LaVine. You pair Zach LaVine and DeRozan back up together. It's just not working. And now Malik Monk is not even playing. He was 6th man of the year candidate 2 years ago. And now he's not even getting PT. It's not injury based. He's just not playing. In this trade, you're getting DeMar DeRozan, who's on the last 2 years of his deal. You get an expiring contract next year, and he's a solid vet to help your young talent, like Cedric Coward, like Jalen Wells, like Zach Edey, and pretty much the whole damn team because they're mostly young. And if they decide to keep Jaren Jackson, you can help out with that as well. Then you got Malik Monk, who has 3 years left of his deal, unfortunately. But because of that, he becomes a trade piece for potentially next year. His contract does increase with value, so I believe it's like 18 million now, but it jumps to like 20 mil next year, which is not even that bad. Makes him a solid piece to move. He's not that old, and he could fit a veteran roster, like a playoff team. He can probably go to them, play off the bench for them. But the best part of this trade is that first round pick, because right now it's slated to go #3, and that would give them potential to just draft a high pick and go with their future. And then the Kings get Ja Morant, man. He gets to pair up with Zach LaVine, which doesn't sound the greatest of a combination, but who knows? I don't even know why they traded for Zach LaVine to begin with. So the second deal I could think of, and one of my personal favorites, was the Chicago Bulls deal. There's a couple of different things they could send here. They have to send Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams, in their brains, was what Modest Buzelis is right now. That's what they thought Patrick Williams was going to turn into. He's not that. I don't know if the injury has something to do with it. It's just he hasn't. Not working. And they got him for the next fucking 4 years or 3 years, and they got to trade him. The best time to trade him is now. Get him off now. You can get Ja Morant in return. Now, they also will be giving up Kevin Huerter and Javon Carter for 2 first-round picks. Now, the reason why they have to get all that up is because the players are so bad in the trade. You got to make up for it with them picks. The picks, though, one of them is from Portland, and it's a lottery-protected pick, meaning that if the pick falls from #1 to the 14th pick, it goes to Portland. Besides that, it is the Chicago Bulls pick. The problem with that is the Bulls and Portland almost have the same record. So it's pretty much 50-50 on who that pick goes to. Chicago does own that other pick though, and it's currently projected to go 12th. So with Giddey being out and them having a chance of going a losing streak, that pick might increase in value, which will be good for the Grizzlies if they want to take that. And then the best part is you get Ja Morant in Chicago, bro. How much of a story would that be? You know what I'm saying? 5-5. It's going to go crazy up in there. It will be fun. Plus, it'll be him, Giddey, Buzelis. Like, that's a future to look forward to. And then the third deal that I can think of that is team-friendly. Mind you, these are team-friendly deals. Trading him to the Brooklyn Nets. The deal will be for Terrence Mann, Day'Ron Sharpe, and Cam Thomas in a first-round pick. Brooklyn actually doesn't own the rest of their first-round picks. So you want to go for Brooklyn's 2026 pick. They're a pretty bad team. They should have a lottery pick guaranteed this year, even with Michael Porter Jr. being on the team. And Ja, I don't think that makes them so much better to where they can just take over in the East. I think they'll be right at the bottom where they're at still, so the trade is worth it for the Grizzlies to take. Grizzlies get Cam Thomas, which gets tricky because Cam Thomas will be a free agent after this year. So, I mean, it's up to the Grizzlies to see if maybe it's like, yo, if we trade for you, you're going to sign with us, right? Because Cam Thomas really doesn't have a reason not to sign. It'd be tough. That's kind of why I don't like this trade, but you never know what might happen. Now, we can go ahead and talk about what's better for Ja. And we got a couple of destinations. What if Ja Morant goes to the Timberwolves? I don't know what that trade looks like at all. I haven't put it in the trade machine. I haven't looked at any contracts, but let's just imagine Ja Morant with Anthony Edwards. Don't that just sound like a combination you want to see for some reason? Like just two YNs basically just going out there and getting to it. Like that just sounds so fun. And I'm all for guys teaming up in the early parts of their career. I want to see guys who are in the height of the career. They're in that 5th, 6th, 7th year, which makes them either 24, 25, 26. And they're out there hooping. They're constantly in the discussion for MVPs. They're getting all the all-stars. They're the topic of the discussion when it comes to NBA talk. And I want to see them pair up. The second one I want to see is OKC. It's probably not that much better for Ja stats-wise. But winning? Come on. Ja with Shea, J-Dub, and Chet. And they don't have to give up much. Trade Dort. Get Ja. Make it happen. I want to see it. Fuck it. Third is Chicago Bulls. It's crazy because this team was literally on the team-friendly category and the better for Ja category. So it might just be the best trade available, but it also depends on what they trade. Personally, if I'm the Grizzlies, I'm asking for Kobe White in that. Then you got third, the Milwaukee Bucks. You put Ja with one of the best players on the planet, and he's a forward, they can probably make something happen and make something nice. And the trade won't even be that bad for Milwaukee. Now, they don't have much to offer the Grizzlies. That's the only thing. They don't have that much young talent, or they don't have draft capital. So it probably won't happen, but just, just throwing shit out there. So those are my trade destinations, and just a little bit of trade ideas that I could cook up for Ja Morant and the Grizzlies. But we probably hit more as the days go by, of just more teams being involved, or who the suitors are, and what actual trade ideas look like. If you guys love me rambling, make sure you hit that like button. We got more content coming soon, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.